Yes, boys! What's going on? LaxAttacks here, also known as Austin, here in my second episode of Clash Royale. So, from my last episode, it looked like it turned out pretty well, but after that, I went on a 9-game losing streak. Opposed from 2 draws, I lost 9 games in a row. Here's a little compilation of just how I've been just getting absolutely just wrecked. Usually it's from a hog rider or a giant combination to just bad plays. Even just like a hog rider going down on his own, it's just looking horrible. I'm getting laughed at. It's just not a good time. Half the time I'm getting overpowered. It's usually rushers just as big as this, just stampeding their way through. I got 3 crowns a bunch of times. There was just nothing I can do. It was just unstoppable. I was on my heels the whole entire time. So, that being said, I dropped about 300 trophies from this. It was about time that I hit that wall of that losing streak. So, time to step it back up and switch my deck around. And so, I took out the freeze spell, and I actually switched it out for the giant skeleton. And the giant skeleton, I used him before the freeze spell, before I actually got it. And he's actually huge because I can drop him in the back and act out as a tank, or eventually he turns into a big push. So I decided to try him out, and here we go. This is going to be my first replay. It's actually a 3-crown, 3-1 victory. Alright, that being said, I would say the gameplay doesn't change. I still work on counters and pushes, except I'll be dropping probably the giant skeleton in the back. Alright? And this is actually the worst starting play I can possibly do, and it's a big comeback win. So, I see Hog Rider, and I decide, you know what, it's great for this, giant skeleton. Horrible move here. He puts the Luna follow-up, followed by Spear Goblin, so he drops 12 elixir, or 11 elixir, and actually takes my tower for it. So, I'm going to take this time and try to make a push and try to equal things out. It turns out the speeding prince, he winds up pushing the giant skeleton forward, and I actually wind up taking the tower back. So from here, I'm pretty happy that I can tie things back up, and I know he has the balloon and the hog rider, so he played his aces in the sleeve pretty early. So there's no way that he's going to catch me off guard again. So that being said, I'm going to have my bomb tower ready for when he deploys his hog or his balloon, and I'm just going to sit back and wait. Got a free extra bit of damage on his crown tower, so I think I'm going to try chipping away at that again. We'll see what happens here. So defensive tower to try to take out his musketeer. I thought I would have a lot more health after this, so I do actually lose some damage. Here comes the hog balloon combo again. He's never going to give up on it. Take down the hog, only taking 1 shot. Here comes balloon. He gets 1 shot on my crown tower as well. But I've got everything still up. I didn't lose my defense, so I'm going to take my defensive push, and I'm going to make it an attack right here. Using my little baby skeletons to help push up the big skeleton to the tower. He gets there. There's another 600 damage done. Musketeer is going to sneak up behind and get some extra damage done as well. I tried sneaking in doing my little trick of sticking the spear goblins in front of the musketeer. Didn't wind up making that happen. But I was still able to get the crown tower down to halfway. I know I'm sitting pretty on here because he's just relying on his balloon and hog rider combination, and it's just not going to work. I'm going to stick the musketeer behind the bomb tower to help take out the hog, and then they're both going to continue to take out the loon. Loon's going to go down easy. This is the first time this push gets no damage done. This game's over. I'm going to stop him right here. I'm going to do it the same push because it's worked 2 times in a row, and I'm going to make things happen. He makes the worst offensive play ever by sticking down a hog, which keeps my giant skeleton down for even longer. I wasn't ready for his balloon, so I had to spam drop some stuff to try to cycle through and get through the cards that I needed. I put the musketeer on the left side to help shoot the loon, so after he kills the loon, he helps push on the left. I've got a good push on the left with the prince in front of the giant skeleton to help clear the way, followed up by a Valkyrie to help kill up any spam. He takes down the first giant skeleton, which blows up. I had a second giant skeleton following up behind, followed by a musketeer. Absolutely destroyed and wrecked. So that's me destroying a level, I didn't see the level, 6 or 7, in a nice 3-crown fashion. Thanks, guys. Alright. This is my 3rd time recording these replays. So it's gonna be my last, and I'm gonna do it right. What do I want to start off by showing you? 1 to 2. I'm gonna show you the 2 to 1. It's gonna be good too. All right, so lost my last recording, so I'm gonna do my best to do this again and not get too angry. I'm having a lot of problems with just software issues. I'm not really the most technical person when it comes to technology, so I'll get pretty angry pretty fast. If you want to know anything about me. So he drops a witch on the left. I can drop a bomb tower and just kind of play defense because I know the bomb tower will take it out. He drops spear goblins, also going to be taken out by the... Oh, and he drops a wizard. All right, good. So that bomb tower is going to destroy that as well. So I'm going to decide to go on my own little counter push as well because he wants to be so aggressive. I put the Valkyrie in front of the Prince so the Prince can push the Valkyrie all the way to the front. He even drops the little baby Larry army, and my Valkyrie is able to clean them all up. He drops a giant skeleton that actually distracts my Prince, and it keeps him from destroying the tower. But with only 64 HP away, that tower's pretty much dead. I haven't seen anything flying yet, and I make that mistake and drop the Musketeer on the left. So he drops the balloon on the right, comboed with a great rage spell to get a good solid half HP down on my tower. Since he pushed real hard with 8 elixir on the right, he has nothing to defend my Musketeer on the left, so I'm able to take his tower for free. So I'll take that. Right now I've got about 8 or half a HP on my right tower, so if he drops one more balloon rage, that tower is pretty much destroyed, so I've got to be on my game. I make a little bit of a mistake of dropping the bomb tower a little bit too early, because he just used this balloon. It's going to take some time for him to cycle through his other cards before he puts down the giant or the balloon again. He decides to put the giant on the left side. I don't know why. So I'm going to put on the $1 skeletons and let them just worry about that and taking that out. I decide to go with a giant skeleton Prince combo, but the Prince gets distracted, as well as the giant skeleton. Horrible balloon, so I'm going to, or horrible fireball, so I'm going to pay the price on this one. Oh, actually I think I get a little bit lucky, and I survive. So I'm going to be able to get a little bit of free damage done on the right side. I might actually be able to take this tower in a second. I'm going to drop a giant skeleton, hopefully help distract. That works out perfectly. The Musketeer is still locked into the tower and winds up getting destroyed. If you want to see someone make horrible moves, look at that. Free fireball, waste of 4 elixir, taking out 3 baby skeletons with that. Fantastic, not. So I drop the tower on the left side, or on the right side, hoping that it would snag the balloon. It does not. So that being said, I need to go one more space over next time. And he winds up taking out my 1 tower. I've got 2 to his 1, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to wind up winning. And that's a good game of me. So, good gameplay there. Taking 2 towers, working on good counters. Different types of combinations of attacks. But usually you can tell the trump card is going to be the skeleton army, and I did a good job defending it. I'm going to leave it to just 2 replays for today. I'm trying to leave the videos under 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes is kind of a little bit ridiculous in my book. So that being said, I'm going to be posting pretty soon, I promise. Probably every 2 days I'll get something out. I'm a pretty busy guy, so I just find a few hours here and there to put something together really quick. The video quality will be getting a little better once I learn how to edit. I know it's a little sketchy looking right now, but it's as good as it's going to get, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Alright guys, that's it for now, and I'll stay tuned in a couple days for another episode. LaxAttacks, signing out.